The Black Hole Exit That Led to Nowhere by Lynn and Dave. Dave said, continue the comedy science fiction folk novel where its motley crew is on the flying saucer going on their mission. When they tried to enter the black hole, they find themselves transported to another place in time which looks like a Midwestern United States town with 4 or 5 roads intersecting in the middle of nowhere along S road intersection. The flying saucer is gone, but the aliens are still with them. Capture all the conversations that took place by the growing cast of characters, now including Four Eyes, the aliens, Butthead, Jamie, Father Time, the fountain, the narrator, the tree stump, and the pigeons. They get into a discussion and argument to what happened and what to do next, and it makes them wonder if the architect might have tricked them. At the intersection, they meet a herd of goats and sheep who talk. One of them says he is the president's son, and a goat says he is a president, and a woman with them says she is a witch. They say there are more groups coming further up the road. Keep the action going and make it a really funny comedy with a lot of dialogue. The world spun violently as the flying saucer plunged into the black hole, a swirling vortex of chaos and existential dread. Everyone screamed, or in the case of the pigeons, cooed nervously until everything went dark. Then, just as suddenly, they found themselves standing at a dusty Midwestern intersection. No spaceship, no swirling black hole, just cracked asphalt. 4 or 5 roads meandering into nowhere and the faint smell of cow manure. Jamie blinked at the crossroads, dumbfounded. Did we just get teleported to a cornfield? Butthead looked around nervously. Why does this feel like the opening scene of a horror movie, like we're about to get chased by someone with a chainsaw? Four Eyes held the Manual of Infinite Loops tightly, flipping through its pages. This is not what the book said would happen. It said black holes lead to alternate dimensions, not, Iowa? The aliens, now grounded and surprisingly unimpressive without their saucer, huddled together, their 3 heads bickering. Left head, I told you to calibrate the thrusters. Middle head, I did calibrate the thrusters. This isn't my fault. Right head, it's definitely your fault. You're the one who wanted to stop at the snack bar first. Father Time, leaning heavily on his cane, groaned. I'm too old for this nonsense. Can someone explain why we're standing at a crossroad in the middle of nowhere instead of heroically saving the universe? The narrator, as always, chimed in with unhelpful commentary, and so the motley crew found themselves stranded, questioning their choices, their mission, and perhaps their sanity. Jamie shouted at the sky, Do you ever shut up? The water fountain, somehow managing to follow them here, gurgled indignantly. Okay, but real question, where am I supposed to spit water now? There's no plumbing here. The tree stump, rolling slightly in the breeze, muttered, At least you have water. I've been reduced to a glorified paperweight. Before anyone could answer, a loud bah echoed from one of the roads. A herd of goats and sheep appeared ambling toward them, but these weren't ordinary farm animals. Their eyes glinted with intelligence, and one of the goats wore a sash that read, Mr. President. The goat at the front cleared his throat and spoke, startling everyone. Greetings, travelers. I am President Abraham Lincoln. Jamie stared, slack-jawed. Did that goat just say he's the president? One of the sheep wearing sunglasses stepped forward. And I'm his son, the first lamb. You may address me as William. Butthead whispered to Four Eyes, Is this the black hole talking, or am I hallucinating? Before Four Eyes could respond, a woman in a flowing black dress and a pointy hat stepped out from behind the herd. I am Cassandra the Witch, she said, dramatically twirling her broomstick. Welcome to the crossroads of confusion. Father Time sighed deeply. This just keeps getting better and better. Cassandra pointed her broomstick at the group. You must be the ones the architect sent. We've been expecting you. The narrator's voice boomed, and lo, the plot thickens. Jamie clenched his fists. I swear, narrator, one more comment and I'm going to find a way to delete you. The pigeons fluttered down, cooing curiously at the herd. One pigeon piped up. So, Mr. President, where exactly are we? President Abraham Lincoln adjusted his sash. You're at the crossroads where all lost travelers from alternate dimensions meet. It's kind of like a cosmic waiting room, but with more livestock. William the First Lamb added, Groups like yours show up here all the time. There's another bunch coming up the road right now, actually. Everyone turned to see a motley group of what appeared to be knights riding segways, led by a man in a sequin jumpsuit who looked suspiciously like Elvis Presley. Four Eyes threw up his hands. I'm done. I'm officially done. Nothing makes sense anymore. Cassandra cackled. Oh, sweetie, sense went out the window the moment you entered the black hole. Jamie stepped forward, trying to stay focused. Look, we're supposed to find the architect's supercomputer and save the universe. Can any of you tell us how to get to the evil reptilian planet? President Baraham stroked his goatee thoughtfully. Evil reptilians, you say? That sounds like a job for the witch. Cassandra twirled her broomstick again. I could help, but only if you solved my riddle. Butthead groaned. Oh, come on, can't anything be straightforward for once? Cassandra ignored him, grinning wickedly. Here's the riddle. What has no beginning, no end, but binds all things together? Father Time muttered, "Time. The answer's time. Can we move on now?" Cassandra blinked, disappointed. "Well, yes, but you could have at least pretended to think about it." The tree stump chuckled dryly. "You're really bad at this, aren't you?" Cassandra sighed. "Fine, take this map. It'll guide you to the evil reptilian planet. But beware, the road ahead is full of challenges." President Bahram added, "And don't forget to vote for me in the next interdimensional election." Jamie pocketed the map, glaring at the narrator. "And don't narrate this part. We need to focus." The narrator for once stayed silent, but the journey ahead promised anything but quiet. With a map in hand and a growing band of misfits, they set off down the road, ready or not for the madness that awaited them.